Chained and handcuffed, a journey back to the motherland. Treated as criminals, they are Indian illegal immigrants being deported from the United States of America. Their dreams of golden future crashed. Financially broken, they have very few choices left.
This is naturally subject.
The plight causes uproar in the parliament. Netas bicker. But staring at an uncertain future, they now have to piece their lives back. They blame the agents, who they claim duped them. They tried to reach the hardest shore illegally, but there were others who chose easier routes. But some of them ended up in war zones, fighting for a foreign country. Some died and some survived. Some are still caught in an alien fight. All for a better future, faster life, quick money. When life throws a hard ball, the weak falls. With no legal backing, no knowledge of the new country, they have just entered. These 104 men, women and children became pawns in power politics of two big nations. Return of donkeys. "79 men, 25 women, including 13 children from Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh were deported by the United States in a US Air Force C-17 Globemaster heavy-lift military transport aircraft. USBP Chief Michael W. Banks posted the 24-second video on X with a statement that said, "Successfully returned illegal aliens to India, marking the farthest deportation flight yet using military transport. This mission underscores our commitment to enforcing immigration laws." It also had a combative warning. If you cross illegally, you will be removed, with the video documenting illegal Indian migrants in chains and handcuffs, boarding the flight and being strapped to their seats. Their return was humiliating for them, their families, and the entire nation. This isn't the first time that the US has deported illegal immigrants to India.
Honorable members would be aware that the process of deportation is not a new one. I repeat, not a new one, and has been ongoing for several years.
But for the first time, it has hit the headlines and the parliament with its message of humiliation. A 2023 Pew research shows Indians as the third largest community of illegal immigrants in America. The fact that the Trump administration was preparing for this was also known to India.
I've seen some numbers. I caution you about them because for us a number is operative when we can actually validate the fact that the individual concerned is of Indian origin. So, we'll have to see sort of really how that goes. And the fact that at our end we have to verify that they are indeed Indians because naturally there are sensitivities involved there as well.
Back in their country, their families are clueless as to what will happen to them.
हमें मीडिया द्वारा ही जान मिली कि वही यूट्यूब ऊपर देखे थे कि ये डिपोर्ट हुए हैं 205 भारतीय, तो इसमें गुजराती 33 गुजराती है। मैं महसाना में से कुछ लोग 33 लोग हैं इसमें निकिता पटेल का नाम है। तब हमने जाना
15 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਕ੍ਰੋਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਬਾਰਡਰ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਪੀਲ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਏਜੰਟ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਿ ਦੱਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ, ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਦਿਨ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਫੋਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਝੂਠੇ ਦਲਾਸੇ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਰਹੇ, ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏਗਾ, ਚੌਂਕੀ 'ਚ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਕੈਂਪ 'ਚ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ। ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਖਬਰ ਮਿਲੀ।
ਕਿੰਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ?
42 ਲੱਖ ਰੁਪਏ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਮੈਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਏਜੰਟ ਨੂੰ।
22-year-old Pradeep is one among many youths of this village in Ambala, Haryana, who got caught and deported.
इसने जॉब के लिए तो कोई साधन है नहीं। जितने बच्चे पढ़े लिखे हैं, बेरोजगार हैं, कोई नौकरी का किसी तरह गवर्नमेंट का कोई ध्यान ही नहीं है इस पास से। जो अपनी ये आम आदमी पार्टी बनी है पंजाब में, खास करके इसने तो तकरीबन पट्टा ही बैठा दिया पंजाब का।
Meeting all these candidates and families has been a heartbreaking experience. Most of them belong to the rural areas, and all they wanted was a better life away from the daily hurdles of villages.
285 kilometers from Ambala in Rajathal village near India-Pakistan border, Akashdeep's father is struggling to accept the harrowing fate his son faced in the US.
17.5 ਲੱਖ ਦੀ ਲਿਮਟ ਬਣਾਈ ਆ, 6 ਕਨਾਲਾਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਬੈਕ ਕੀਤੀ, 1.5 ਕਿੱਲਾ ਗਹਿਣੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਾਹ ਫੜੀ, ਕੁਝ ਮੱਝਾਂ ਵੇਚੀਆਂ, ਮੱਝਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਉਹ ਵੇਚੀਆਂ, ਟਰੈਕਟਰ ਰੀਪਰ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਚਲੋ ਬੱਚਾ
लगभग 50 लाख तक हो गया,
60 प्लस ਨੂੰ ਗਿਆ ਸਰ।
अच्छा 60 लाख से ऊपर।
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ 5-6 ਲੱਖ ਰੁਪਇਆ ਦੁਬਈ ਦਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਖਰਚਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਨਾ।
After investing lakhs for his better future dream, Jaspal Singh was caught by the American authorities and deported in shackles.
मुश्किल तो पहली बात तो यही है कि हमारे को बांध कर लेके आए, हाथ कड़ियाँ लगा के बेड़ियाँ लगा के लेके आए। और खाना भी प्रॉपर नहीं थे देते, वही बिस्कुट वगैरह ब्रेड ऐसे दिया, पानी दिया, बस और कुछ नहीं। ऐसे तो कोई क्रिमिनल को भी नहीं करता जैसे हमारे साथ हो गया है। अपने आप को बहुत ऐसे फील हो रहा है भी ऐसा नहीं था होना चाहिए जो लोग करते।
Between Akashdeep and Jaspal, the distance is 112 kilometers. Sitting in his Gurdaspur village, Jaspal is heartbroken.
मेरा 40 लाख से प्लस ही आ गया है खर्चा, और कर्जा लेके गया था इधर से, कोई जमीन गहने रख के गया था, और कोई गोल्ड था उसको बेचा, ऐसे करके कोई कर्जा उठाया रिश्तेदारों से। हाँ जी, यही हम फ्यूचर के लिए गए थे, हम सेटल होंगे, अपने बच्चों को फैमिली को बुलाएंगे, उधर मेहनत मजदूरी करेंगे, अच्छा कमाएंगे, तो हमारा तो पूरा खराब हो गया।
This is a cause of concern. One is that there is a side business of these travel agents who actually look for all these gullible youth who are willing to sell just about anything from property, jewelry, even their own animals, and that is where there is question mark.
29-year-old Khushbu Patel also reached her home in Luna village near Vadodara in Gujarat after a 40-hour-long journey from the USA. She still can't get over the traumatic experience.
हथकड़ी पहनाने से वो इतना अनलीगली कुछ गुनाह तो हुए नहीं है, जो गए वहां से आए, लेकिन फिर भी वहां पे हथकड़ियां पहना के उनको यहाँ पे लाया गया है। टूरिस्ट वीजा पे यहाँ से गए थे। सारी लीगल तो सारी लीगल यहाँ से सारा लीगल डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पे गए हुए हैं।
कौन से डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं मिला जिसकी वजह से उनको
वो तो हमको भी अभी तक कुछ मालूम नहीं पड़ा है।
Going through Europe, Khushbu landed in America in January this year.
वो वाया यूरोप पहुंची, बस वो जा रही है, इतना था। हमको ऐसा था कि ये कौन सा वे है वो सब हमको मालूम है।
One of the deportees, now back in Karnal, shared videos of how he reached the US. The infamous donkey route took him through the jungles of Panama before reaching Mexico, and then from there to America. They are not the first or the only ones. In fact, a report submitted in the Parliament by the External Affairs Minister sums up total Indian illegal immigrants deported from US between 2009 and 5th of February 2025 as 15,668. Remarkable is the fact that in the last Donald Trump presidency of 2017 to 2020, each year the number crossed the 1,000 mark, with the maximum of 2,042 being deported in 2019.
Homeland Security Department data actually shows prior to 2014, the numbers, their numbers, American numbers were actually close to 1,000. The numbers I have given, sir, as can be seen in the statement, are from the Bureau of Immigration. Deportations by the US are organized and executed by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE authorities. The standard operating procedure for deportation by aircraft used by ICE, that is effective from 2012. I repeat, that is effective from 2012, provides for the use of restraints. However, we have been informed by ICE that women and children are not restrained. Further, the needs of deportees, including during transit, related to food and other necessities, including possible medical emergencies, are attended to. During toilet breaks, deportees are temporarily unrestrained if needed in that regard. This is applicable to chartered civilian aircraft as well as military aircraft. There has been no change, I repeat, no change from past procedure for the flight undertaken by the US on 5 February 2025.
The 5th February deportee data shows that they are from across the country, with the maximum number being 33 from Gujarat. Not all those who take the illegal or donkey route go to the US. Most favored destinations till last year used to be Canada and Europe. As the Indo-Canada relation took a nosedive in 2024, there was a temporary setback, but not a full stop. An INDepth study conducted by Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana, on the immigration patterns in Punjab revealed that Canada was the most preferred destination for Punjabis, followed by Dubai and Australia. The study also found that 56% of households borrowed money to send their children abroad.
This craze of migrating abroad has percolated, has spread to all the other regions, like from Majha and Malwa also. Like in this study, the hotspots which emerged from where more than 30%, means 1/3 of the rural households, and they are as migrant households. And 2 districts from Majha region, that is Amritsar and Gurdaspur, and Nawashahar from Doaba and Firozpur from Malwa region, they have witnessed more than 30% of the households be the migrant, from where at least one member has migrated. Though in the sample we came across the households from where 2, 3, 4 members have also migrated.
Just what Jaspal or Pradeep's families did to send them to USA. Most youths in these villages don't believe there's hope or possibility of earning a decent living if they stay in their villages. Besides, they have their extended family and friends settled offshore.
मेरे फैमिली फ्रेंड्स ने सारे ब्रदर सिस्टर सारे कनाडा गए हैं, तो मैं उसको ही प्रेफर करूंगा कनाडा को। अभी स्टार्टिंग तो मैंने करनी अभी सोच रहा हूं, क्योंकि मेरे रिसेंटली मेरे सिस्टर गए, उससे पहले एक सिस्टर गए, तो थोड़ा सोचना पड़ता है। लेकिन जो रूल्स हैं वो अभी मतलब वो नहीं हुए इम्प्लीमेंट में, अभी वो सोच रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं कनाडा के बारे में जाने के मतलब सोचूंगा। बिकॉज मैम उत्थे PR जल्दी हो जाने आगे, तो मतलब उदा कोई आस्ट्रेलिया वगैरह का थोड़ा USA का थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है PR होने च, टाइम बहुत लगता। इतने बंदा मतलब 4 to 5 सालों के विच बाद, और 6 सालों के विच बंदा पक्का हो जाना।
As I did law, so I think my professional background will support me to get admission in certain university, and I think there won't be any problem for me to land into Canada as far as my profession is concerned. And if unfortunately things don't happen the way I have planned, then definitely legal career is here for me. पहले तो लाइक हमारी मेजर कंसर्न है कि फैमिली सारी वहाँ पे सेट है, मेरे मासी नानी सारे वहीं पे हैं. सेकेंडली मेरा सारा फ्रेंड सर्कल भी कनाडा में ही है.
In search of better money and prospects, some ended up in Ukraine, fighting for Russia. India and Russia have been working to bring these men back. Some have, but some could not. 30-year-old Tejpal Singh left his Amritsar home in December 2023, never to return. He was hired as a security helper. With a promise to earn big in foreign land, he left for Thailand on the Christmas day. And from there, in less than a month, he reached Moscow in January this year. Within weeks, he was fighting for the Russians in the Ukraine war.
12 जनवरी को गए हैं मॉस्को रशिया में, और उन्होंने जब हमें अपनी फर्स्ट यूनिफॉर्म में फ़ोटो भेजी वो 16 जनवरी को उन्होंने भेजी थी फ़ोटो 2024 में. उन्होंने यूनिफॉर्म डाल के फ़ोटो हमें शेयर की और बोला कि मैंने रशियन आर्मी ज्वाइन कर ली है.
आपने कहा उन्होंने 2 महीने वहाँ पर नौकरी की, तो नौकरी के दौरान उन्होंने कुछ अपनी सैलरी का कोई पार्ट आपको भेजा?
जी, उनकी सैलरी आई थी, फर्स्ट सैलरी जो आई है अकाउंट में क्रेडिट हुआ था लास्ट ऑफ फरवरी में, तो उन्होंने ट्रांसफ़र की थी इधर सैलरी अपनी. 2 लाख रुपए आए थे तो उन्होंने इधर ट्रांसफ़र कर दिए थे. हाँ जी, फर्स्ट सैलरी उनकी इतनी आई थी.
In each of these cases, the villain in the story is the travel agents who milk them to sell a golden future in a foreign land. It's a well-oiled mechanical collaboration between employers or sponsors in the US and the agents. Lenders invest money expecting great returns. People mortgage or sell land and valuables to realize this dream. There were 2 immigrants from Chandigarh on board 5th February flight. The mayor promises to work out crack the whip on donkey route operators.
Now, what steps do you believe local and state governments should take? And have are you also willing to do something? Speak to the central government, do something more, especially since many people are actually surprised that 2 of those people are from Chandigarh.
Definitely, they've just landed, and we need to find out basically the reason why they're going out first, number one. And of course, I would like to take up with the central government as well. But there's such a lot of drug menace happening in Punjab, and I think which also has a little effect on Chandigarh as well.
Most travel and visa agents claim that they explain the risks involved to their clients of taking such donkey routes to realize their offshore dreams. But there are few takers for the warnings.
इलीगल एंट्री होती है, यहाँ से यूरोप जाते हैं, यूरोप से फिर वो आगे पनामा के थ्रू, मैक्सिको के थ्रू, ब्राजील के थ्रू होते हुए वो इलीगल वे से वो यूएसए में एंट्री करते हैं. और ये काफ़ी बड़ा बिजनेस है पंजाब हरियाणा में. और इसका तो ऐसा है, मतलब इसको लोग भी इंटरेस्टेड हैं, लोग भी इतना पैसा खर्च रहे हैं, 40 से 50 लाख देने को तैयार हैं, वो उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. तो लोगों का अपना इंटरेस्ट भी इतना ज़्यादा है, भी हमें यूएसए जाके पता रात में इतना पैसा कमा लेंगे या हम 2-3 साल में पूरा रिकवर कर लेंगे, इस सोच से वो लोग यहाँ से इस रूट के थ्रू जाते हैं.
Many people ask me.
The government of India is planning to bring the Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025, which is likely to introduce stricter measures for immigration control in the ongoing budget session. But it would require greater adherence on ground.
मैम देखो, सक्सेस रेट की बात करूँ तो मतलब अगर 100 बच्चा यहाँ से निकलता है तो 70-80% तो लोग पहुँच ही जाते हैं मैम, क्योंकि वो किसी भी तरीके से जाएं, चाहे वो बाय एयर डंकी लगा के जाए या फिर वो बाय पैदल जाते हैं लोग यहाँ से, जैसे वो बॉर्डर को क्रॉस करते हैं मैक्सिको के थ्रू, तो लोग जाते हैं, पहुँचते हैं वहाँ पे.
The House will appreciate that our focus should be on crackdown, strong crackdown on the illegal migration industry, while taking steps to ease visas for the legitimate traveler. On the basis of information provided by returning deportees about the agents and others involved, law enforcement agencies will take necessary preventive and exemplary actions.
In the meantime, these recent deportees from the US, humiliated and traumatized, have to recover and rehabilitate. They took this risk of life and money because they did not believe that their dreams could be realized in their homeland. Their faith in their country's prospect would need to be reworked to prevent another disgraceful donkey return.